We're in session in County Court Law number 2 and cause number 322-262. Case is filed the state of Texas versus Prentice Lee Lane II. Mr. Lane, is that your full name?
It's the third. Yes, sir. It's the full name.
Okay, so you're Prentice Lee Lane III?
Yes, sir.
Okay, Mr. Lane, how are you doing?
All right.
Okay, Mr. Lane, would you please raise your right hand? Mr. Lane, do you swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, sir.
You may put your hand down. Mr. Lane, will you be waiving a record? What that means is we don't have a court reporter. Is it all right for you to proceed without a court report?
Yes, sir.
All right. Now, Mr. Lane, I have before me an information that alleges that on or about January 17 of 2019, while you were in Jefferson County, Texas, that you committed the Class B misdemeanor offense of falsification of the drug test results. Do you understand what you've been charged with?
Yes, sir.
And to this charge, Mr. Lane, how do you plead? Guilty, not guilty, no contest?
Guilty.
Now, Mr. Lane, are you pleading guilty freely and voluntarily?
Yes, sir.
And are you pleading guilty because you're guilty?
Yes, sir.
Mr. Lane, I also have before me a document that is titled Judge's Explanation of Rights to Defendant Without an Attorney. Mr. Lane, do you recognize this document?
Yes, sir.
And is this your signature on this document?
Yes, sir.
And are these your initials on this document on the line that says I want to waive my right to attorney and represent myself?
Yes, sir.
On the next document that I have before me is titled Waiver of Counsel for Purposes of Entering a Guilty Plea or Proceeding to Trial. Do you recognize this document?
Yes, sir.
Is that your signature on this document?
Yes, sir.
Now I have some documents on this tablet. The first document that I have is titled the misdemeanor plea admonishment, also labeled as State's Exhibit Number 1. Mr. Lane, do you recognize this document?
Yes, sir.
On page 2 of this same document, Mr. Lane, there's a set of initials on a line that's next to a box that's checked guilty. Mr. Lane, are these your initials?
Yes, sir.
The second set of initials is below a paragraph on a line next to a statement that reads, I do not request discovery of the evidence. I waive my right to request discovery in this case and choose to enter a plea of guilty or no contest. Are these your initials?
Yes, sir.
On page 3 of the same document, Mr. Lane, there's a signature above the line that's titled defendant. Is that your signature?
Yes, sir.
On the next document, which is titled Trial Court Certification of Defendant's Right of Appeal, do you recognize this document?
Yes, sir.
Is this your signature on the line above the line that's titled defendant?
Yes, sir.
There are two boxes that are checked at the top of this document. The first box checked states that this is a plea bargain case and you have no right of appeal. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
The second box states that you're waiving, which means you're giving up your right to appeal. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
Now, Mr. Lane, before you signed and initialed all of these documents that I've just mentioned, did you read the documents?
Yes, sir.
Did you understand what you read?
Yes, sir.
And is everything in these documents true and correct to the best of your knowledge?
Yes, sir.
State, I have before me State's Exhibit Number 1. State, you like to offer State's 1?
Yes, Your Honor.
Mr. Lane, I have before me State's Exhibit Number 1. State's Exhibit Number 1 is the document that have your initials on page 2 and your signature on page 3.
Yes.
The state would like to use this document as evidence against you in this case. Is it all right for the state to use this document as evidence in your case?
Yes, sir.
Okay, no objection. State's Exhibit Number 1 will be admitted. Mr. Lane, is there any evidence that you are currently mentally incompetent to stand trial?
No, sir.
Mr. Lane, I will accept your plea of guilty. I will find that you are mentally competent to stand trial. I will also find that your plea and waivers were freely and voluntarily given. And I will also find that there is sufficient evidence to find you guilty beyond a reasonable doubt. State, do we have a plea bargain agreement?
Yes, Your Honor.
What is that agreement?
It's 30 days jail. Mr. Lane has credit for 30 days jail, the court costs, taxed and retired.
Do you have his judgment? Thank you. Mr. Lane, the state is offering that you serve 30 days in Jefferson County Jail. However, you don't have to serve any more time in the Jefferson County Jail because you've already served 30 days in jail. Therefore, you'll be given credit for time served. The court cost in this case is $472, but you would not have to pay the court cost either because the time that you spent in jail has already paid it off. Therefore, the court costs will be taxed and retired. Mr. Lane, do you understand the state's offer?
Yes, sir.
Do you think that the state's offer in your case is fair and just?
Yes, sir.
And do you accept the state's offer?
Yes, sir.
Mr. Lane, I will follow the plea bargain agreement that you have entered into with the state. Mr. Lane, please stand over here on the X, right there, right here. First, and you're gonna follow the directions of a clerk. Once you finish following the clerk's directions, you'll be free to go, and you have a blessed day. You're welcome. Okay. Okay, all right. You have a blessed day. Okay, who's the next case?
Your Honor, we have Melvin Palmer
Just
Jr.
reach me. Okay. Melvin Palmer Jr. Okay, Mr. Palmer. Okay, now, Mr. Palmer, initially you said that you wanted to represent yourself, is that correct? Now, have you changed your mind?
Yeah, I'm gonna give me a time.
Oh, you want to, okay, so he has to, you're gonna have to sign up here if you want to hire your attorney. You got to scratch through the part that said you want to represent
Yes,
yourself.
sir.
Okay, Mr. Palmer, stand on the X in front of, the second X in front of our coordinator. And once you give your reset, you'll be free to go and you have a blessed day. That's that, Jeffrey.
I believe it's gonna be the same for Mr. Collin. Your
Okay,
Honor.
Jesse Collin. Okay, now, Mr. Collin, you want to, your case to be reset to hire your attorney?
Yes, sir.
Okay, you have to make your change on your document. That second document, he doesn't need, Trina, a waiver because he's hired. Yeah,
And Your Honor, Mr. Collin.
This- do he have his paperwork?
Yes, sir.
Okay, now what we say?
Your Honor, Mr. Collins said his brother had just passed away, so he would need a little bit of time to hire that attorney. So I was just-
Well, how much time do you need?
He passed away last night.
Okay, I mean, normally we offer 30 days. I mean, we don't reset it for like a week or anything. But if you need more than 30 days, you just need to let us know. How much time do you need? 30 days will be fine for you? Okay. Okay, so your case is gonna be oh, he needs to scratch through one of them because that'll be confusing.
Mr. Melvin Palmer, he also has a felony set for the 13th.
You're gonna have to what we normally do is reset your misdemeanor and your felony case on the same day. And what that basically means is when you come to court for your felony and your misdemeanor, you come here first, check in with us, and then go to the felony court. And then when you finish down there, come back here and let us know what happened, like if they reset it or you play it or whatever, okay? All right. And tell your attorney that too, okay? Because sometimes your attorney might tell you to leave when you, in fact, should be here. All right. Now, Mr. Collin, first of all, you have my condolences,
Thank you.
for your, you said it was your brother?
Yes.
Yeah, you have my condolences. What we're gonna do, we're gonna reset your case. And you say 30 days is enough. If you need more time, we can give it to you.
Okay.
We could give you 45 days if you're 60 days,
I'll take
45? Okay.
I had 11 nights.
Okay, we're gonna reset it, 45 days. Have a seat,
Yes.
You can find.
and, our coordinator's gonna call you up to reset your case. And you have a blessed day.
Thank you.
Okay. Marshall Coley. Now, I'm pronouncing your last name right? Collie, okay, okay, Collie. Okay, now, Mr. Collie, is he,
He was wanting to reset your honor to hire an attorney.
okay, so he has to change, make a change on that too. How, which one?
The one that, 45 days.
Colin?
Sorry.
Oh, okay.
Here you go.
Okay, now, Mr. So Colin, you said, huh? Collie. Okay, and his name is Colin and Collie. Okay. Now, Mr. Collie, your case is gonna be reset to give you opportunity to hire your attorney. Just have a seat, and our court coordinator is gonna call you up. Okay, and once both of y'all finish here, y'all free to go. Y'all have a blessed day. This is what we do. Mr. Vasquez,
Yes, Your Honor.
what was your, let's see,
Her name is Jasmine Simon, Your Honor.
Simon?
Yes, sir.
Okay,
And,
Jasmine Simon. Yeah, I see she's represented by Parker on the 252nd on the felony case.
yes, sir.
Like, okay. Let's see, she got a bondsman in both cases, yeah.
Judge, I spoke with her bondsman and I heard from her and I
You did?
tried to call. Yes, sir. And when I tried to call her back, I left a voicemail telling her the Zoom ID number and what number to call
Okay.
in just a few minutes ago.
Okay. Okay. So she may be zooming in.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Um,
Now, I don't know how long it's gonna take. We can, if she zooms in, we can contact you and you can get back on Zoom if you need to.
Colin?
Because basically, once she zooms in, we're gonna reset it with her felonies case.
that'd be great, Your Honor.
Okay. Okay, well, we'll be waiting, to hear from her.
Thank you, Judge.
All right, you have a blessed day.
You too. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Welcome. Back in session in County Court at Law Number 2, Jefferson County, Texas, Judge Terrence Holmes presiding. Now we'll be calling the names of individuals who did not appear for the arraignment docket. First case is cause number 326-424. Case is style of State of Texas versus Brenda Louise Whittington. Ms. Whittington was scheduled to be in court for the court's arraignment docket on today's date of September 7th of 2021 at 9 a.m. And at 9 a.m. or at about 9 a.m., the court's bailiff called Brenda Whittington's name at the courthouse door. Brenda Whittington did not answer. And Brenda Whittington has not appeared in court since the court's been in session. The time now is 12:20 p.m. on today's date. Mr. Bailiff, would you please call the name of Brenda Whittington? Brenda Whittington. Brenda Whittington's name was just called by the court's bailiff. Ms. Whittington did not answer when her name was called at the courthouse door by the court's bailiff. A reasonable time has passed to give Ms. Whittington an opportunity to appear in court. She has not appeared in court. Therefore, State, do you have a motion?
Yes, Your Honor, the state would request a KPS and a bond forfeiture.
That motion will be granted. And in cause number 326-424, Ms. Brenda Whittington's bond will be forfeited and a warrant shall be issued for her arrest. We're in session now in cause number 327-502, case of style of State of Texas versus Jamal Karras. Jamal Karras was scheduled to be in court this morning for the court's arraignment docket at 9 a.m. on today's date of September 7th. Jamal Karras' name was called at or about 9 a.m. by the court's bailiff at the courthouse door. Jamal Karras did not answer. Jamal Karras has not appeared in court since the court's been in session. The time now is 12:22 p.m. on today's date. Mr. Bailiff, would you please call the name of Jamal Karras? Okay, Jamal Karras' name was just called at the courthouse door by the court's bailiff. Jamal Karras did not answer. A reasonable time has passed to give Mr. Karras an opportunity to appear in court. He's not appearing in court. Therefore, Mr. Karras' bond will, State, do you have a motion?
Yes, Your Honor, the state would move for a KPS and a bond forfeiture.
That motion will be granted. And in cause number 327-502, Mr. Karras' bond will be forfeited and warrant shall be issued for his arrest. We're in session now in cause number 328-364. The case is style of State of Texas versus Jasmine Renee Simon. We have Ms. Jasmine Renee Simon who is appearing on Zoom. Ms. Simon, how are you doing?
I'm doing okay.
Okay, Ms. Simon, your attorney, Mr. Joel Vasquez, appeared in court via Zoom earlier, and he informed the court that you had a case in felony court, and that case in felony court was reset. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now, what do you know the date that your case was reset to?
It was set to the 20th
Of what month?
of this month.
Oh, so it's September 20th? Okay. Now, Ms. Simon, your case, we're gonna reset your misdemeanor case to that same date. And your reset will be sent to your attorney and your bondsman. And you can stay in contact with your attorney and your bondsman. And on September 20th, when you appear in court, you need to come and check in this court first to let us know that you are here. And then you'll go to the felony court. And then when you finish in felony court, you'll come back here to let us know what happened in the felony case. Do you understand? Okay.
Yes, sir.
Now, this will conclude your case. You're free to go and you have a blessed day.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. We're in session and cause number 329020. The case of style of state of Texas versus Jason Christopher Capps. Jason Capps was scheduled to be in court for the court's arraignment docket at 9 a.m. on today's date of September 7 of 2021. And at or about 9 a.m., Jason Capps' name was called at the courthouse door by the court's bailiff. Jason Capps did not answer, and Jason Capps has not appeared in court since the court's been in session. The time now is 12:25 p.m. on today's date. Mr. Bailiff, would you please call the name of Jason Capps?
No response.
Okay. Jason Capps' name was just called by the court's bailiff. Jason Capps did not answer. A reasonable time has passed to give Mr. Capps an opportunity to appear in court for the arraignment. State, do you have a motion?
Yes, Your Honor, state would move for a habeas and a bond.
That motion will be granted. In cause number 329020, Jason Capps' bond will be forfeited and a warrant shall be issued for his arrest. We're in session in cause number 329586 and cause number 329642. The case is styled the state of Texas, well, the cases are styled the state of Texas versus Donovan Zawark. Donovan Zawark. Donovan Zawark was scheduled to be in court this morning for the court's arraignment docket on today's date at 9 a.m. on today's date of September 7 of 2021. At or about 9 a.m., Donovan Zawark's name was called by the court's bailiff at the courthouse door. Donovan Zawark did not answer when his name was called. Donovan Zawark has not appeared in court since the court has been in session. State, do you have a motion?
Yes, Your Honor, the state would move for a habeas and a bond.
That motion will be granted. Donovan Zawark's bond in cause number 329586 will be forfeited and in cause number 329642. And a warrant will be issued for his arrest in both cases. We're in session in cause number 329652. The case is styled the state of Texas versus Eric J. Celestine. Eric Celestine was scheduled to be in court on today's date of September 7th of 2021 at 9 a.m. for the court's arraignment docket. His name was called at or about 9 a.m. by the court's bailiff. He did not answer. He has not appeared in court since the court has been in session. The time now is 12:28. 12:28 p.m. on today's date. Mr. Bailiff, would you please call the name of Eric Celestine at the courthouse door?
No response.
Eric Celestine's name was just called at the courthouse door. He did not answer. A reasonable time has passed to give Eric Celestine an opportunity to appear in court, and he has not appeared in court for the court's arraignment docket. State, do you have a motion?
Yes, Your Honor, the state would move for a habeas and a bond forfeiture.
In cause number 329652, Eric Celestine's bond will be forfeited and a warrant shall be issued for his arrest. This will conclude the calling of the court's arraignment docket, which was scheduled at 9 a.m. on today's date of September 7th of 2021 in County Court at Law number 2 of Jefferson County, Texas. Judge Terrence L. Holmes presiding. Everyone have a blessed day.